District play is winding down for the Eagles. How would both the basketball teams fare as they traveled to the Colony to try and tame the Cougars? As one winds down, the other just begins. Boys and girls soccer kicked off their district season. Were shutouts the norm in Tuesday's games? All of this right here. This is Game Time. Welcome back to Game Time. I'm Brandon Bonaparte, and at my side we have Gabby Mahan, Braden Brandvold, and Seth Golden.
Boys and girls basketball continued their season Tuesday night against the Colony.
Soccer season has just now started as they played both of their games Tuesday night also.
Yes, they did, Seth, and Josh Knight has those highlights for you right now.
Boys and girls soccer were both in action Tuesday night, with the boys hosting here and the girls traveling to Little Elm. Both teams were able to come away victorious with a 5-0 final for the boys and a 3-0 final for the girls after a little help from a Little Elm defender who scored on her own goal. Both teams will be back at it tonight, with the boys traveling to Newman Smith and the girls hosting the Trojans here at PHS.
What a start to the year for our soccer teams. A combined 8 goals for and 0 goals allowed between the two teams, and you couldn't ask for a better performance to start off district play.
That's right, Brandon. This definitely shows how bright the future looks for this team. Both offensively and defensively, they had solid performances. And like you said, Brandon, a total of 0 goals were allowed on both teams.
Like I said earlier, basketball also played Tuesday night. Let's take a look at the highlights.
Tuesday night, the Lady Eagles traveled to the Colony to face off against the Cougars with a chance to clinch the district title with a win. Madison Willis-Rosa draws the foul and connects on the shot and would finish the night with 4 points. Mackenzie Hewitt splits the defenders and hits the shot for points 3 and 4 of her 14. Maddie Clear drives to the glass and hits the layup, then gets the feed from Lexi Lightfoot and is good from downtown. Mackenzie Hewitt is just off for the buzzer beater, but Jordan Oliver tips it back in just before the horn. Her team leading 28-point performance helped the ladies to a 59-49 win and their first outright district championship since 1989. The boys team also made the trip, looking to make it a clean sweep of the Cougars and keep themselves in position for a district championship. Zach Reitzel hits the fast break layup. Josh Davis connects from the top of the key and led the team with 12 points. Chris Wafer gets his chance from the top and is good and would finish the night shooting 100% from 3. Zach Reitzel goes up and under for the easy bucket, and Kyle Chesson throws it down on the fast break and of course connects from 3 and would finish with 11 points for the game. Jerry McElroy hits the one dribble jumper over 2 defenders from the foul line. Tavion led the team to a 50-46 win and finished the night with an unusual triple-double with 12 points, 10 rebounds, and an astounding 11 blocks. They'll be back on the court tonight for senior night, facing off against Creekview at 7:30, following the girls with a 6 o'clock tip.
The boys' game was a little closer than I think they expected it to be, but one player who did outstanding was Tavion White. He had a triple-double, but it wasn't your normal triple-double. He had 10 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 blocks.
10 blocks is unheard of, especially for high school, and a sign of resilience for the guys. They were down early in the first half. Second half, they were able to take control and eventually take the game. And for the girls, the Colony has been their toughest district foe. Only a 3-point win the first time, but the second meeting, a little bit more comfortable margin, winning by double digits. And Friday night, catch both your teams in action at home against Creekview senior night. When we come back, Kennedy Adams has your player of the week.
Soccer season has now started, which adds more players who may receive the Player of the Week. And both teams came away with wins this past Tuesday, although so did boys and girls basketball. So let's send it over to Kennedy Adams to find out who our Player of the Week is.
Thank you, Seth. I'm Kennedy Adams here with your Player of the Week, Tavion White. This past Tuesday, the Eagle basketball team played the Colony. What did you do to prepare for the game?
We just watched a lot of film on them because they were third in our district with a chance to get second or first, and they thought that they were one of the best teams in our district, so we just had to come out and show them that they won.
Okay, and at the end of the game, you ended up with a triple-double. When did you know you were getting close?
Honestly, I didn't even know. I know I had a lot of blocks, but until the next day at practice, Coach pulled up the stats and said that I had 10 blocks, and it was just something crazy to me.
Yeah, that's really good. And throughout the game, what were you thinking? Like, what was going through your head?
Everything they threw up, I had to grab. I mean, you gotta make big plays in big games, so every shot they took, I had to deflect it to help our team win.
Congratulations on your triple-double, and good luck tonight for senior night. For Game Time, I'm Kennedy Adams. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Kennedy. Kelly Trin looked into the discussion about weight cutting in wrestling to see how it can be done safely.
From dropping one's water weight to some serious eating disorders, weight cutting for wrestling has had a negative reputation in the past.
You're not necessarily cutting weight, you're maintaining your weight. So that's the one misconception is a lot of people think, oh, well, I'm going to have to drop 10 pounds in 2 weeks or 10 pounds in a week or whatever to get to my weight class. No, it's about maintaining your weight at that weight class level.
I cut weight in order to stay in my desired weight class so that I can perform to the best of my ability. Wrestling isn't just about getting to like the lowest weight class that you can be. A lot of people like jump up to higher weight classes. It just depends on what you feel comfortable with and where you're confident wrestling in.
In 2015, UIL created the Minimum Weight Certification Program, which made wrestlers accountable for their weight during the wrestling season by not being able to drastically drop weight between meets. Hydration assessments and alpha weight determination are completed prior to the start of the season.
If you're doing it the healthier way, you're gonna be like on a diet, a meal plan, and you're gonna be slowly making your way down to whatever weight you need to be at. So it's more of like a steady process and you're only losing a little bit every day.
Each kid is different. They may have a lot lower body fat than others. They probably shouldn't cut any weight at all. And I tell them, if you strength train and eat right, we'll go up a weight class. And so that's where I differ from other programs or other coaches, is my mentality is, let's all go up a weight the next year. You know, if you're putting on muscle and strength, it's a lot better than trying to drop weight and be weak and performance goes down.
With improved techniques and further education of weight gaining and cutting, wrestlers throughout the nation have proven to find a healthier and safer way of maintaining a fulfilling athletic career. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, this has been Kelly Trin. Prosper.
Thank you, Kelly. Weight cutting has to be one of the most challenging obstacles an athlete can face, and these wrestlers face it all throughout the season.
Some just go the extra mile to make sure that they make weight, which can sometimes be damaging to their mental and physical stability.
Our coach here at Prosper is great about making sure our wrestlers maintain a healthy diet so they can compete to the maximum strength. His philosophy is that a good wrestler can win at any weight.
Now, from what you said, Prosper seems to do this the right way, but there are some high schools out there that require their kids to cut weight hard, limiting how much they can drink and eat, and this can harm the safety of a player. Although from what you said, Prosper does not seem to do that.
Definitely something that is hard to manage and even harder to control. We will be right back after this commercial break.
Young Life is hosting a Super Bowl watch party at 5 p.m. on Sunday, February 4th. Please enter courses for the 2018-2019 school year in Skyward by February 7th. Applications for practicum courses are on the PHS website. The Health Science Qualification Questionnaire must be completed by February 7th with recommendations. Rising juniors and seniors, talk to Coach Kirkland to be a part of student leadership.
Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for you today, but real quick before we go, guys, Super Bowl 52 this Sunday, who you got?
You say hello to your #1 Pats fan right now. I would much rather Tom Brady get a 6th ring than the Philadelphia Eagles get their first.
So I'm not really a fan of either team, but like you, Seth, I'm going to have to go with the Patriots. You know, Tom Brady is just really good.
I don't even know what teams are playing, so.
Great response. I'm gonna go with the Eagles here. They haven't won since 1960. It's been too long for the city of Philly. They're going to get it this Sunday. Well, that's all the time we have for you today. For Game Time, I'm Brandon Bonaparte.
I'm Gary Mann.
I'm Brandon Brandvold.
And I'm Seth Golden, and we'll see you tonight for senior night.